Is it? Yeah. Yes, it's working. Today is absolute shitty quality webcam video day, which is like not great, I know, but it's easier for me to film videos with my computer because of because I don't need to find a place to set up my phone. And I'm feeling really lazy today, and it's Friday, and I made it through my horrific week of university, and I have another one next week, and I almost completely forgot about this, and I have nothing really, like, super set up. I have a brief plan that I just made, like, 5 minutes ago, so it's, you know, it's time for these things. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry, there's a bunny right here. No. Don't chew my cords. Don't chew my cords. And I, like, am one of those people that kind of likes terrible quality videos and, like, never feel like I can admit it because everybody's like, oh, the quality's so shitty, it's awful. But I kind of like that aesthetic, to be honest. Just, like, a little bit. Just a little bit. So anyway, so this week's theme was Q&A, but I never got around to getting people to ask me questions, and I have, like, a deep-seated terror of trying to find questions. So I thought that I would do the gender tag, because I did one a long time ago. I have a sordid history with the gender tag, let me tell you that. Not as in I don't like the gender tag, as in just, like, me and trying to film gender tags is, like, very intense. But anyway, I did one a while ago that was on my personal channel, and it's now private, I believe, but I may or may not, like, reopen it to the public. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. It needs to be updated anyway, because I need to make a gender update, because things have changed since that video. So I thought I would do that right now, because that's questions, and it's LGBT related, so bonus. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to, I'll leave the link to the like, place on the internet where you can find all the information about the gender tag project, because it's a really cool project, and if you don't know about it, I don't know how you missed it, but go check it out, because it's awesome. And yeah, I'm probably not going to read, like, the extent of all the questions, because some of them are pretty complex, and there's 10 of them. Sorry, I'm reading it off my phone, so I don't want to, like, I wax on, so I don't want to drag on too long, so I'll just try and keep it quick. So question number 1 is, how do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you? What are you eating over there? Oh, no, don't eat that. That's, hang on. No, don't eat that. Sorry, my rabbit was chewing on a power thing, which is not good for it. Or me. So I self-identify my gender as agender. And to me, that just means that like, when you separate out sex and gender and all those things, like sex from gender and then expression and all that, like, just my gender identity, which is the part in your head, that part, to me, I feel a lack of gender. I have a history, so I was raised female, identified that like that most of my life, basically. I lived for about 2 years self-identifying mainly as binary trans, so male, and then recently I've just sort of come to realize that I feel more agendery, and that's how I felt growing up as well. So that's where I am right now. It's the most comfy thing for me, and what it means is just that I feel a lack of gender in terms of, like, my personal internal dialogue. Like, when inside my head, I don't gender myself. I just exist. And when I'm at, like, that kind of peace-based level of just, like, brain me, I don't have a gender. I don't feel male or female. I just feel like an entity. So that's what that means. Sorry, I'm eating rockets. If you don't know what rockets are, you're missing out. 2, what pronouns honor you? Don't eat my cords, sweetie. Don't eat my cords. I am honored the most by they, them pronouns, but I'm not gonna it's not gonna bother me that much if I get gendered as male or if I get gendered as female. It's, my pronouns are not something that I insist on with people. A lot of people don't even know that I prefer they, them pronouns, but those are the ones that are the most comfortable sounding to me, just when I hear them. But like I said, I don't insist on them from people. I don't introduce myself with them, and that's just a personal choice, and that's the way that I feel about pronouns. That's not, and I have not always felt that way about pronouns. That's just the way I feel about pronouns right now. That's just where I am right now. Pronouns are a completely personal thing. Some people, they're very, very important to, and that's completely okay. I was definitely one of those people for a period of my life. That was how I felt, and that's not where I'm at anymore. So yeah, they, them is awesome. 3, describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. I go through phases in clothing, really hardcore. Right now, I'm in a very feminine phase, I guess will be what it would be considered, stereotypically feminine. So, I wear makeup, and not all the time, but sometimes, and I wear lacy things and whatnot. The thing is that I do go through phases of clothing, but I think I tend to be generally pretty, and just because I like such a combination of stuff. So yeah, generally pretty androgynous, but a mix. I like pretty things. I like browns. I'm really particular in my fabrics. So yeah, I'm very particular about clothes, but I wouldn't say that I have a very specific style that's easily defined. 4 is talk about your choices with body hair. How do you style your hair? Do you have facial hair? What do you choose to shave or choose not to shave? My choices with body hair, again, go in phases. I did a really intense thing one summer, several summers back, when I was a teenager, where I completely stopped shaving and forced myself to get out of my comfort zone and do all the things that I normally did, go to the beach and all those things, just to get over my I don't know, discomfort about having body hair. And so I'm not uncomfortable having body hair. And so now sometimes I make the choice to shave, and I shave various parts of my body for various amounts of time, and sometimes I don't. And that's just completely based on whether I want to or not. It's not based on somebody else, and it's not based on society things. I feel completely comfortable shaved and completely comfortable unshaved. So generally I do what I want with my hair, and that depends. 5, talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? What types of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? I love cosmetics. I don't. What are you doing? There's a bunny climbing my stuff over there. I don't wear makeup every day. Again, makeup isn't something that I wear because I feel more confident or because I like myself better with makeup. It's not like that for me. It's purely a aesthetic, artistic expression, basically. So sometimes I wear makeup, sometimes I don't. All depends on how I want to express myself that day. And it's the same thing with my nails. And I like to paint my nails, but I don't always paint them. And it's the same thing. Sorry, there's a bunny. There's bunnies loose in my room, so they're distracting. And in terms of soaps and perfumes, I generally try and use stuff that's like doesn't have a lot of complex things in it. What are you doing? Complex things in it. I generally try to use stuff that's pretty like natural, just because it responds better with my skin and my hair. So that's that. 6. Have you experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? I definitely had experiences with this. Have had experiences with this, and I did a lot more, and that's talked about in the last gender tag video that I did. So I'm not going to go into it again. Right now, like I said, I'm pretty much comfortable with any pronouns, and pronouns don't really affect me one way or the other. Like, they don't give me dysphoria or anything like that. So I don't really think I can be misgendered anymore in terms of like my feels. Oh gosh. So I would say not currently, no. 7. Do you experience dysphoria? How does that affect you? I don't experience dysphoria as much as I used to. I did a lot of work with it and exploring what it was for me and where it was coming from, and that helped a lot. And that's a whole other journey, which I might talk about at some point, but not right now because this is already super long. Bunny, don't eat my stones. And yeah, so right now I don't really experience dysphoria. Not that I would call, like, I don't experience really intense bouts of it anymore. So right now I would say no. 8, talk about children. Are you interested in having children? Would you ever want to carry a child if that was an option for you? Do you want to be the primary caretaker for any children you do have? I do want to have kids. I don't think I want to carry a child. I've never really wanted to, and I still don't think I really want to, even though I can. And yeah, I definitely want to be a primary caretaker. I want to be a parent. So and that's like, in terms of carrying a child, that has other reasons behind it as well. It's not just a body thing, but it's like mostly a body thing. So yeah, but I would like to adopt or foster kids. 9, talk about money. This is just like whether it's important for you to pay for things, or like how comfortable you are with other people paying for you, like your date or partner or whatever. And with that, I come from a family where it's always just like give and take, like you split and sometimes you treat people, and it's just a kind of like agreed upon thing. So that's how I am in my relationships. Sometimes I treat my friends to stuff, sometimes they treat me to stuff. Most times we go halvesies. That's how I am with my partners, that's how I am with my friends. It's just a kind of whatever works, basis by basis thing. I don't have a feeling that I need to pay for people all the time, and I don't have a feeling like I need to be paid for all the time. I don't really feel strongly about it. I like to help where I can, and it's different. 10 is anything else you want to share about your gender or experience with it. The biggest thing that I want to share about gender from my experiences with it is take your freaking time. Like, if you need 10 years to be ready to come out, even to yourself, take the time, because rushing it sucks. I did that, and now I'm in this whole other thing that I'm having to figure out, and it's like not nice. So just don't be afraid to take your time. And I'm gonna go because this is super long. Bye.